Beautiful, beautiful.
Unique.
Absolutely beautiful. Oh, it seems like there's some story surrounding this album. It seems to be about a baby magpie, little bird.
Why are you
The
calling it a baby magpie? It's
about
a hatchling.
hatchling. Okay, very well portrayed on the screen. Very beautiful video made by the patron
Yeah,
who
a
requested this.
wonderful thing.
Our patron Marco. Beautiful little video, and what beautiful music. The piano, very rare to have heard after a long time the piano played with such vigor and energy, pushing down on those keys very hard. Usually you see the piano being more gentle. This is one of those examples where the piano is ferocious and wild, and although it still sounds gentle, at most times it is played with a lot of vigor. So beautiful sounding piano here. I'm assuming this artist is primarily a pianist by profession. Beautiful music, and it had both the softer as well as the wilder side in the same song. Introduction to this album. This song is Alku. What are your thoughts?
Oh, I like it. I like birds. It seems to be the start of the journey of this young bird, just broken open, so a hatchling in our terms, and yet to discover its surroundings, yet to discover where it is, what the purpose of its existence is. And I'm not too sure if it is going to be a continuation of the story or it is going to be something else altogether in the next song. But it seems like from the excerpt that was given on the screen, there is going to be kind of a journey of this nestling or this newborn bird uh, exploring things in its life. That's what it looks like.
Yeah,
I like the sound, how the musician, his name is Pekka Pohola. Uh, I think J is silent in that part of the world, so that's why I'm making it silent. Otherwise, it would be POHJOLA. So he did a great job playing the piano. It just sets the tone,
could be a
and
female artist also. Not
yeah,
too
it
sure.
could be male, female. He is anybody, not
Pekka.
that
Pekka sounds more female.
could be.
What are your thoughts, Max? You've joined us for this reaction. You're a bird lover, you're a birder as well. You have your own course along with us on enoma.org, birding courses, training people how to get into birding, from birding tips to bird topography, etc. So, what are your thoughts on this little bird over here and the music that you heard?
Well, the music is very simple.
Yeah.
Well, I've not heard much piano, classical music in the past, so this is the first time really of hearing much of piano really. And otherwise, so looks like an interesting story. It seems like the album is focused more on storytelling, that is on the song and music really, because there's more attention on the story. So I read the story, so it gives a better idea what it is really. So it's like a novel or story accompanied by music.
Hmm.
So I'm not sure what to call it really. If it's a album or audio story book.
Let's continue with the second song now. You can start the second song. Let's see if it's the same story. Wow, wow, this was quite energetic. It was full of energy. The first morning, the next morning of this little bird, and wow, the bird is getting a bit depressed because everyone is doing their own thing, not quite treating this little bird, little one right. Wow, so much music in this one. It's got the blaring trumpets, it's got the beautiful drums and everything packed into it. I thought it would be more of the piano after listening to the mellows the first song. But this was completely different. This was more contemporary jazz and more modern jazz than just the piano. So a lot of energy, a lot of music, and wow, it was nice. It was pulsating and refreshing. It was something like a wild party, all day long. So it's like full of energy, this one.
Yeah, Party in the Jungle that has begun. I don't know what was the commotion all about. I like the story. I definitely like the thought behind creating story behind the music. So this was sort of introduction to this commotion and chaotic world to Bialoipokku or something like that. That's how, if it is supposed to be pronounced. The bird is
Bialoipokku.
Bialoipokku. There is a name given to this newborn bird, and it's just exploring what is happening. I didn't know that they could just jump off the nest the very next morning, but it has happened in a rare case like this one, and it is trying to explore a good introduction through the music. The music actually reflects the commotion, the chaos, the noisy surroundings of this newborn. So it's trying to figure out what should I do? Should I gel in? Should I do things what others are doing? Or should I just be myself and just fall off to sleep? That's a better plan. That's definitely a better plan. If you don't know nothing and you don't know what to do, yeah, fall off to sleep and that just sorts things out.
What are your thoughts on this story and the song, of course, mainly?
The song has become really fun all of a sudden, and really can make out what instruments are really. I'm not sure the instruments are, but it is a different tone really. It seems like it's not from the same artist really, or the orchestra is behind it. Seems to have changed. Before it was primarily piano, but now a variety of electronic instruments seem to be there.
Hmm.
And I suppose the story is taken the next step because after the song is called Ensimmäinen aamu, I believe is the pronunciation of first morning or first day. So,
Ensimmäinen aamu.
so it is, I suppose, was Gona in jungle. So the magpie was asleep. I suppose it must have been in dawn, but now that it's become more late now, the sun is properly risen. Probably all the activities are started. Doesn't know what to do.
Hmm.
So I suppose that's how the hustle and bustle is going on first.
I hope this story doesn't have a tragic ending. It
Hey,
seems to
no.
be going towards that, leaning towards that. Let's move on to the
I don't want
third
a
song
storm in the
in
jungle.
the next reaction video. This is it for now. Two songs are done. A few more to go. We'll continue in the next video.